Yeah, so good weekend for us actually. It's difficult to go play in Laramie. It's 7,000 feet and they're big and strong and athletic, and that game took a lot out of us actually. So we were pretty pleased with the tie, and Cassie Ulrich saved a penalty kick actually at the end to preserve the tie for us, which was huge for her, especially last week she had a mistake she felt, and so it was kind of cool to see her win one back for us in two separate games, and then missed quite an easy chance in overtime, so it was kind of a back and forth. But it took a lot out of us. So the next day to travel down to Fort Collins and play kind of an up-and-coming Colorado State team was a little bit difficult. So of the 22 players that traveled, all 22 played over the weekend, which was good for us and put in good minutes. And Lindsey Geis scored the goal to tie the game at Colorado State, and then Quincy Slora hit an unbelievable free kick to take the lead. So won that game 2-1, and we sit basically third in conference right now. Two teams are tied for first, San Jose State and San Diego State, and San Jose State comes here on Friday night. So we've got a big week ahead of us and a good weekend coming up.
Talk about the matchup with San Jose State.
San Jose State, I mean, they are, last year they finished kind of towards the bottom of the conference, and this year they're just playing outstanding. And they've got a really good coach, Lauren Orlandos, who's there, and they have a set style that they play, and you can see that she's been there for a while, and they're pretty bought into that, and they just look like a team that enjoys playing. They kind of play with a lot of passion, and they have a clear sense and a clear role to what they're doing, and anytime you play a team like that that's on a roll, we're going to have to disrupt it, and it's not easy to play here. So we're looking forward to hopefully having a big crowd, and we're up for it. We're ready for it.
Considering that long jab at the top, how valuable was it to come away with two decisions with 4 points in the standings?
Yeah, after the Wyoming game, I said, I think that tie is going to go a long way for us, because you don't want to tie. I mean, ties are, you want to win that game. But it did go a long way for us, because now everyone below us has 2 losses. So getting those 4 points was massive for us, truthfully. And everyone's beating everyone up. Like, teams that I thought were really good are losing to teams that weren't performing as well. And it's just a crazy conference this year. So every point, every 3 points matters.
Nobody can afford to blink.
Nobody can afford to blink. I mean, UNLV was at the bottom of the conference, turned around and won a game and lost a game. Boise State, who we beat, lost badly to Fresno State and then killed UNLV, who we lost to. Like, it's just, none of it makes sense. But what it says to me is that everyone's good enough to beat anyone on any given day. So it makes the conference a little bit more stressful, because it's not just like, oh, we're trying to strive for one team. Every game matters. But I also really like that, because then you have to be up for every game, so.
Of the teams at the top in the conference, like, how do you evaluate them? How good are these teams who are leading right now?
I mean, San Jose State we talked about a little bit. I think they're kind of up and coming, but I do think that they're pretty bought into what they're doing right now. And anytime you play a team that plays that way, it's difficult. Chemistry matters a lot in women's sports, and I think especially in soccer, because it does come down a lot to the players. It's a player's game. And San Diego State, I mean, they're, 3-time conference champion right now, going for their 4th, and kind of always typically top 25, so they're a very good team. So it's fun.
How do you keep the hype? The opponent has San Jose State being at the top. How do you keep that hype in check?
We're looking forward to it, because it's the first game we've gone into in a while that we're not kind of expected to win. We're the underdog in this game, and I like being there, and I think our team does too. I think we feel like we still haven't played our best soccer yet, and I know coming home they're excited to play at home in front of our home crowd, and I think everyone's really up for it.
Is that a role this team is kind of used to being in, considering the season so far? Just kind of being the enjoyable?
I think until somebody dethrones San Diego State, yeah. I mean, they are the conference champions, and San Jose State's proving that they're on the right track. So fun challenge for us.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
Did you expect to be in the mix at the beginning of the year, to say, hey, we're in position to maybe win the conference?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I did. I mean, I think especially with the team losing one player last year, obviously it's a new system and a new coach, and some of that stuff I think is still playing itself out. I think it takes a while. But the players that we have and the talent that we have and the leadership that we have, I do feel like we should contend for a conference championship.
Coach, why didn't she start against Colorado State?
Yeah, Cass had a little bit of a finger injury, and we were trying to get that taped and sorted. So our other backup goalkeeper was injured, so we started a field player in goal against Colorado State, which was kind of a panicky moment, but she did a great job. Actually, Victoria Archuletta's first college start was as a goalkeeper, and she's never played there in her life. So credit to her for being willing to do it and made a couple saves and did okay. So, and then we got Cassie's finger sorted, and she's good to go.
Considering you're able to play so many people, who of like the non-regular contributors were you most impressed with this weekend?
I thought Quincy Slora had an outstanding weekend, and she kind of starts and doesn't start for us. She's kind of back and forth, but she's a very thoughtful player. She thinks, and she tries to do a lot of things that she's coachable. You know, some kids get caught in their ways, and Quincy doesn't. So I thought she came in and was really impactful in both games, and then her goal to win it was incredible.
Was there anybody that maybe you saw from this past weekend that might have more of a role moving forward?
I mean, our team, I still can't tell you our starting lineup, which I think is a fantastic thing, because we have pieces that, I mean, we have center backs that have started different games based on, one of them's a little bit more, her tendencies are to drop off, where the other tendencies are to step forward. So depending on who we're playing, you can rotate a little bit. But I like being a little bit more fluid in our lineup. Like if you watch the Women's World Cup this summer, their starting lineup changed every single game except for one. And it was based on the opponent and based on the style of play that you're playing. And I think when you have a team that you can adjust, it gives you different looks. And so I'm pleased with where we are that way.
Could you talk real quick about Fresno?
I have no clue about Fresno. We go one game at a time. Yeah, we've done that all season long. So we'll put everything we can into Fresno come Friday, the minute the San Jose State game is over. Yeah.